everybody, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, vlogsters. I haven't vlogged from bed for a very long time, but I had a very good, productive day, and now I can just not even sit up in a chair anymore. Hi, Jim. Today was very good. I woke up. I actually didn't sleep last night. I didn't fall asleep last night until like almost 5 o'clock. And then I woke up at Jim got me up at 9, and I asked him to let me sleep till 10:30. My aide had laundry to do for me and making my breakfast and everything today anyway. So, I didn't really have to be up when she got here. I don't really have to be up when she gets here because she's got things to do for me. So I asked him to let me sleep till 10:30, but he let me sleep till 10:15. And then I sat up and I did the laundry, and we straightened out all of the Christmas presents so far. We talked about budget. We talked about tasks. We talked about upcoming events and situations that are happening in the family. We made sure we're getting the rest of the stuff that we need for our holiday, for Thanksgiving, I mean. So it's going to be good. I'm pretty excited about all that's to come. In the next couple of weeks. I am very tired. Physically, I've been tired all day, but mentally I'm tired now too. We watched some really great movies, Lisa and I. We watched Where the Crawdads Sing. I highly recommend it. Trigger warning for SA, but not like spoiler alerts or whatever. Just some people, have those kinds of things. Or abandonment issues. It's another thing. And I'm not giving anything away. It's like in the first, everything that I've mentioned is in the trailer. Anyway, we also watched the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie. It was really good. It's on Netflix. I thought it was supposed to be a musical. Not gonna lie. I thought that's what I heard, but it wasn't. She does sing a little bit in it, but not really. Just Christmas carols kind of thing. Yeah, because there were a lot of people who sang. Jack Wagner is in it. The guy who played, is it Blaine? No, what was his name on Glee? The blonde-haired kid. I just forgot his name. I just forgot his name. Yeah, is that right? I don't know, it's been a while since I watched Glee. It was really good, but it's funny because I got a lot of phone calls from my family today. My sisters, Jane and Alicia, called me. Sharon called me. My friend Chris called me. And it was so good to talk to everybody. But we kept having to stop the movie. Because Lisa's always like, just stop the movie. So then we stopped the movie for a live stream that we were watching. That was a couple hours long, an hour and a half long. And then Jimmy came home while we were watching the end of the movie, and it was already 10 o'clock. And I was like, this is a great movie. It's like an hour and a half, but we've been watching it for the last 5 hours. It was really good, though. It sort of feels like a Hallmark movie, but Lindsay Lohan shines like she always has in the past. She's coming back around with all of the stuff that she's dealt with. All of her demons are starting to be subdued. She's learning to deal. Lisa said her new husband is very good for her. She thinks that's really what's been the change, positive change. I got my wound cares done, and they are extremely painful tonight. Apparently both of my bandages slipped right off, and I was basically just rubbing against my bra. Thank God I wear my bra backwards most of the time, so at least there was that. But tonight I actually said to Jim, I said, I need to sleep, so no bandage issues. I asked him to put full bandages on tonight, and it does seem a tad bit wasteful to me, because I'm basically taking like a day's worth of bandages away, because we use one and cut it in half normally, but I kind of need it. I contacted my doctors today, my primary and my oncologist. I still trying to work out the physical therapy. So there's just a lot of like balls in the air. There's a lot of balls in the air. We're juggling. Nail check. They're starting to grow again. These ones are growing, thank goodness. But this baby pinky broke. I still have this blood blister. So I had a ring on this finger. It was sort of like a tiara. And I slept on my hand and my finger got so swollen that the ring was digging into my skin. Like somebody asked me, like, how does this not fall off? But it's actually quite loose. It's just tight over my big, giant arthritic knuckles. Do you see my big arthritic knuckles? So the skin here is it's very loose right here because it's almost like the waist, But on this finger, when it was the same thing, but when it got swollen from me sleeping on it, I had to try to get the ring off, and I ended up giving myself a blood blister. I don't know, can you actually see it? You can. This is what it looks like after the fact. So now it always like catches in my eye like I've got something on my finger, but it's just a blood blister. That's almost gone. Anyhow, my tongue is getting bad again. My wounds, my rash is getting bad again. Hopefully we can get some fix to it and not have to stop the chemo for a while, but I might have to stop the chemo for a while. I did say to him, and I said to you guys too, if I have to do it for 3 months on and 3 months off and 3 months on and 3 months off and eventually till we are NED, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. I don't mind that at all. So hopefully that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I know this isn't going to be a terribly long vlog tonight. I did want to talk to you about all of the positive feedback that I've gotten from my last video. And I really do appreciate you. Well, not my last video, actually. I realized I didn't see any comments from that video, my little DIY video from this morning. Because like I said, I was very busy today. But I really was, I feel very positive about my love-hate video, love versus hate video. Ironically enough, and I know everybody has their own beliefs, and the point of that video was like, we need to start respecting each other's beliefs. And a couple of people came to me and were like, you have to read the New King James Version Bible. That's the only one that matters, and that's the only one that counts. That's the only one that's real. And I was like, you totally just didn't even listen to the video at all, did you? So yeah, the whole situation is kind of like, and somebody was like, well, that's what I learned. And I was like, I understand that's what you learned, but obviously your teacher is going to be very biased to teaching you what they believe. And that's what I was trying. That was really the point of the video. The point of the video was to like step outside of what you think you know or what you know now and learn other things. Learn what others know. Look at other viewpoints. And here's the thing. I've seen the science and I've seen the metaphysics and I've seen the holistics and I've seen what Judaism has to offer, and I've seen what Islam has to offer, and I still choose to be a Christian. That's where faith comes in. That's where my faith comes in. But I have tried. I have looked out, I've made sure. Is this what it is for me? Is this what I believe in this? Why do I believe this? And I've had proof in my life that he has been there with me and for me my whole life. And I've always had a good relationship with him. So, but I'm not saying that I haven't tried to explore anything. It's kind of like sometimes you hear about these movies where there's like a young bride and, your high school sweetheart. And before you marry your high school sweetheart, go play the field a little in college. And if you come back to your high school sweetheart, it's like meant to be. And not that Jesus is my high school sweetheart, but it's sort of that same thing. I had a relationship when I was younger. And, during my, not 20s that I explored other things, but I did go try to learn other different Other different religions, what did they have to offer? Is my Christianity that important to me? The guy that I was madly in love with, my best friend when we were teenagers and young adults, he was Jewish, and he wasn't very Jewish, but his mother was. And it came to be like a sticking point, and I could have very easily just said, like, I'll be Jewish, but no, nope. It meant too much to me, and I wouldn't be here today with you if I had made any decision differently. I never would have met Jim and that sort of thing, but I know everything happens for a reason, and that was a big thing. That was a big thing for me. It's important to me. My faith is very important to me. And that's why when someone gets on here and tells me how I'm supposed to believe and think and understand and that I'm wrong and all this stuff, it's just hard, because I'm like, no, I know what I know, and I believe what I believe, and I've learned what I've learned, and if you haven't learned that yet, that's fine. I'll give you an opportunity to learn it, Otherwise, don't come at me. And that was kind of the point of the video. Like, just go explore. Don't just judge from your seat, from your small viewpoint that you have in your own small little corner of the world. Go and explore and learn, and then come back, and then we'll talk. But somebody said, isn't this the kind of thing? Well, somebody said one nation under God, which is only been since the 50s, and it's really just added to the Pledge of Allegiance in 1954, and it's on our money. Oh, in God we trust is on our money, sorry. And that's only been since the 50s. And it's funny because the Red Hat Society, if you know what I mean, not the old lady Red Hat Society, but the new MAGA Red Hat Society, that's when they want to make everything back to. They want to make everything back to the good old 50s. But you know what? The 50s weren't good for everybody. The 50s were only good for the upper middle class, 2.5 family members type thing, 2.5 children, and picket fence white house and that kind of thing. And that's who it was good for. And that's why they want to go back to it when they were in power and they didn't know better. And but you can't unlearn things. That's the thing. It's like, you can't unlearn things. Make America great again. Well, when exactly was it not great? And when exactly do you want to make it great like? It was great for you back then. It was not great for everybody, Anyway. Oh, I love you guys. If nobody's told you today that you're loved, please come by and hear how much I love you. Because even though I had a rough day, it was excellent. I say it was, I'm tired. I'm physically exhausted. I've been physically exhausted all day. I'm emotionally and mentally exhausted. I am so sleepy, but oh my gosh, did I have such an amazing, productive day. And lots to smile about. Lots and lots and lots to smile about. So I love you. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Meow.